Well, good Monday morning, everyone. It is Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on Southeast Texas Express, and we are broadcasting to you live from our Roku studio here at Christus, Southeast Texas. We're on the fifth floor of the Wellness Center building, and really the background pretty much says it all, right? Gives the feel of it, the descriptive visual of it, and pretty much tells it in real time, too. We're looking at our helipad, which from the studio vantage point here on the fifth floor of the Wellness Center, looking east, you can't even make out because of the extensive amount of cloud work that's built into the area now. Can't see downtown Beaumont that we normally can see, but you can see the dots of rain that obviously started yesterday, continued overnight in some form or fashion, light or moderate, and will continue through the course of the day today. That's looking east. Let's take a look at our East Tex Freeway camera. Really the same, minus the drops on the windshield, because now we're looking west. Everything flowing A-OK on East Tex Freeway. But if you don't have to get out and about in the sort of dismal weather that we have for our Monday, that's probably going to be the best bit of advice that we can give you, because it's 45 degrees out there. Now, with the wind that kicks up a little bit, just really makes it not all that pleasant outside. And we do see some drizzle going on in the area too. Right now, 92% on our humidity reading. And right now our winds are out of the east-northeast at about 2 or 3 miles per hour. Calm at this point. We do encourage you, if you're on Facebook or on YouTube, if you're watching on our Roku channel, on television, if you're streaming the broadcast at home, join me in the comments section and let me know where you're watching the broadcast from and exactly how the weather is in your backyard. Although with everything looking like we're seeing now, we can probably tell you what it's like in your backyard because of the just the extensive amount of clouds and a little bit of rain that's going through the area too. So let us know if you're on, and we just love to tell you good morning. We got a hefty chance for shower activity today, and if we hit 51, we're going to be lucky. All right, now I think we're going to be seeing tomorrow morning upper 30s. This morning we were at lower 40s, in some areas mid 40s, but hopefully we can dry out enough to sort of gear up, because tomorrow, and actually Wednesday too, we're not really calling for rain opportunity at those points. Wednesday night and into Thursday, unfortunately, sees another opportunity of rain. We've got two areas of low pressure, two bits of energy, if you will, across the continental U.S. that will provide that opportunity for rain. And cold temperatures. And the weather has been making news across the entire continental U.S. with snow in the Midwest, into New York, the extensive amount of rain that we've seen. And that rain will now trek up to the eastern seaboard. You can see what we saw last night and yesterday evening and into early this morning. The pretty good rains that were all the way from San Antonio to Lake Charles. Extensive cloud work there. And it's not far north. You don't have to go very far north before you see snow on our regional radar. Now, we'll take off the cloud work. Take a look at the vast amount of rain that went through the area from late last night into early this morning. We're talking about from Huntsville south to Houston receiving a couple of inches of rain. Beaumont, Silsbee, some areas of Jefferson County at least got a little bit of a break period, at times, but it wasn't much. We're looking at some light rain that's going across the area now. This is our X-rad Doppler radar that shows right now Hardin County, northern Jefferson County, just about all of Liberty County, seeing some light rain. And it's a little bit more heavy as we make our way across the river into southwest Louisiana. But a lot of that I-10 drive between Winnie and Houston, not going to be all that nice. Our X-rad Doppler radar, by the way, provided by Sam Trevino and the gang at Roofing 911. We are very grateful for it. Extremely nice tool to have here in the studio. And you can see in our current conditions across the region, we've got rain reported in just about every spot, and it's light in most spots. Jasper checking in right now at 42. We're at 45, as is the Jack Brooks Airport at 45. Galveston Island reporting a lot of clouds. They're not reporting rain as of right now. Give it 10 minutes or so. They're at 48, 45 right now in Houston. But again, weather has been making news all across the continental U.S., where now we've got another round of snow gearing up in Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, that will be ejecting into the Great Lakes, who has actually said over the last 24 hours, goodbye to one snowstorm that made its way into New York. And we're not talking about inches of snow. We're talking about feet at this point. Well, right at a foot of snow in some areas from Buffalo to Chicago, some of the areas around Minneapolis as well over the last 36 hours. For us, it's rain. That system will be ejecting into the Tennessee River Valley. We'll see that move up the East Coast. It's going to provide them with some rain until you get north of the Virginias. And then you're going to be talking about possibly snow migrating in. This is the way our weather features look, and it pretty much backs that up. We've got the system that's pushed south into the Gulf of Mexico that gave us the rain yesterday at a pretty good hefty clip in some spots. Now south. Still seeing some lingering showers, and will over the course of the day today see that before we get a break in that activity by later on this evening and into the overnight period. Current temperatures, very cold right now in, Minot, North Dakota. Why wouldn't you expect that? And 6 right now. Minneapolis, though, recording 9 degrees. We're at 11 at Rapid City, 16 in Denver, Memphis at 30, Louisville, Pittsburgh, all at the 30-degree mark. And, of course, we're cold here, too. I mean, we're talking about 44 Houston, San Antonio, 44, 45 in Las Vegas, and expected to peak only at 50 degrees here. New Orleans, maybe 64, but they're going to be seeing some hefty showers. Memphis at 39 for a high. These are high temperatures for the day. 30, the high in Chicago. 32, Billings, Montana. 73, though, a nice toasty 73 in Phoenix. This is the way our rain activity looks now through 2 o'clock. Okay, it's just sort of hugging the coast, and we see a little bit of a break north of the lakes at that point. And again, this is up until 2. From 2 o'clock until about midnight tonight, you can still see some lingering showers that continue to just sort of move in and out of the area for today. Just again, giving us some measurable rain in some spots of southeast Texas, southwest Louisiana. This will be out by tomorrow and most of Wednesday. And unfortunately, that second system will be coming in time for Thursday. And we got a lot of activity going on Thursday. Thursday, we've got the stroll here at Christus, the beautiful Phelan Mansion that's on board. They have it really nicely decorated with lights. Unfortunately, I think that's going to have to be moved inside to the outpatient pavilion. Nevertheless, it'll still go on. But we also have the Lumberton Lighted Christmas Parade on Thursday. Jury's still out on that one to see whether or not the chamber decides to still execute that or maybe move it to a different area. We'll check with them and relay the information to you. But our almanac page shows yesterday we peaked at 71, started the morning off at 45, had a record high of 83 back in 1917. And again, yesterday alone, we had 1.59 inches of rain detected at the Jack Brooks Airport. I can only, I'll give the tidal information every time during our forecast. And a lot of times, especially this time of the year, it's for people that have to be out in it and maybe work in that element. Wow. I certainly wouldn't want to be on the Intercoastal or Lake Sabine or just on the Neches, any one of those waterways with it sort of blustery like it is now. But we have one high that occurs after lunch at 1:20. 2 low tides. They're here on your screen. Sun was up this morning as of 6:55, and sun will be setting as of 5:15 tonight. Today, again, an 80% coverage of showers. That's forecast, by the way, provided by Wave Solutions. Very appreciative of them too. They keep all of our computers going and all of our electronic and our data systems running here at Southeast Texas Express. 50, the expected high for today, and northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. A 60% coverage of showers in for the overnight period, low of 38 degrees by tomorrow morning. Here's our extended outlook provided by the great folks at Top Deck Flooring. Indoor, outdoor flooring, carpet, hardwoods, tile, and anything flooring-wise, and installation equipment available as well. Right there as just a phone call away from Top Deck Flooring. 80% coverage of showers today, 60% tonight, and we're going to call for a rain-free Tuesday and Wednesday. And I mean, the overnight lows, well, tomorrow morning we're at 38, 35 possibly by Wednesday morning. And then we're looking at a hefty shot at rain activity again on Thursday. Okay. I do want to remind you about a very, very near and dear effort on my behalf. And by the way, yesterday, it was actually Saturday, we had the very, very wonderful success for the Love Like Joshua toy drive. That was at the Hardbean in Lumberton. We still have this going along with the toy donations too. Now, we still take those donations at the area drop slots, and we'll clue you in on those. But this is still going on too. This is called the Warm Winter Wishes Blanket Drive. This is the 6th annual, and we here at Southeast Texas Express and Classic Country Express are extremely honored to be included with the folks at Compassion Hospice and Coastal Caregivers to be included as sponsors. It goes through December the 14th. This is the brain trust of Paula Baxter, who has put this together. And what she does, along with her constituents, gathers new blankets for the homeless and for the seniors in our area, needy seniors. There's a lot of those that we really don't really realize that are affected by the extremely cold temperatures, or the colder than normal temperatures here in Southeast Texas, where they would need a blanket. A blanket is a luxury for these folks. For us, it's just another item that we have. But so we encourage you to look for these on sales. I know they had some at Ellis Pottery. They were like $5, $7 a piece, something like that. Buy your blanket and drop it off at one of these locations. If you're in Beaumont, it's at Classic Southeast Texas, the Chevrolet showroom on East Tex Freeway. If you're in Nederland, drop it off at Southern Home Health on Twin City Highway. In Port Arthur, you can drop off your new blanket donation at Beckman Audiology on Jimmy Johnson Boulevard. Lumberton, you can check out the Mailbox Connection. That's in that strip center that's behind Arby's. Drop it off there. Alan B. Coleman has offered his dentist office as a drop-off spot here in Beaumont too. It's on Gladys Avenue, or at Wellington Circle. That's at the Compassion Hospice offices right here in Beaumont. Drop that new blanket off. Paula and the gang gets those distributed to all the folks that are in need of some type of warmth during the course of the winter holiday. Again, meteorologist Dana Melancon here at Southeast Texas Express. Thanks so much for joining me on this Monday morning. Anything changes, we'll certainly be updating you. Might have to do a radar update a little later on today, and if so, we'll certainly do that. We'll keep you up to date on the cold start what we're going to be having tomorrow, and the potential for some more rain that's going to be working its way in time for our Thursday. We'll update you on that as well. In the meantime, have a great rest of your Monday, everyone.